Welcome, WIS Rising 11th graders. This is the video where we're going to introduce you to the Math Analysis SL course. I'm assuming you've watched the video, which talks about all four IB math courses. Some of the slides are going to duplicate the information in that presentation, so I'm going to move over those very quickly to get to the final two slides, which is the meat of this presentation. Again, this is a description of the Math Analysis course, along with the concepts and the teaching methods. Here is a breakdown of the teaching hours by class, or the recommended teaching hours by topic, I should say, by strand. There are 5 strands in the course, and you can see it's a pretty good mix of each of the 5 topics, with the heaviest emphasis on calculus and statistics and probability, but pretty evenly split. So this is a nice balanced course. This is what you should be taking out of that. This is sort of how popular the course has been over time, and we're the red bar here. So you can see that it started out as the least popular, which was kind of shocking to me. But over time, 20 to 30% of the WIS students have selected the Analysis SL course, and I only expect this one to continue to grow in popularity, as it's a good kind of solid mathematical course for someone who's not necessarily going to major in math or major in a super quantitative field. It's a great foundational course because of the balance that it has, and it's pretty rigorous. Okay, so now here's what the course looks like. There are, sorry about that, 15 units in this course, 15 units in this course. We try to do 9 of them in the first year because you have an exploration to do in the second year, and we want to leave time to do that. So we'll start off with a unit on, by the way, these first 5 units are the most of the common content between all 4 of the math courses. That way, if you move from one section to another, you have as little disruption as possible in terms of stuff you're going to have to learn on your own. So we'll start with a unit on sequences and series, then we'll move to a unit on deductive proof, and then the binomial theorem, which is a foundational topic for probability. Then you will do 2 units on functions. That will feel a lot like grade 10, and 1 unit on descriptive statistics, which will feel like a lot like grade 9. Then in the second semester, that should be about the end of the first semester. The second semester, you'll do 2 units on geometry and trig functions. That will feel a lot like grade 10. And then another unit on exponential and log functions. That will also feel like grade 10. So when I say it feels like this, if you're coming from Advanced Math 10, you're going to be very, very comfortable in this course because we've given you such a good background. If you're coming from regular Math 10, you're still going to feel pretty comfortable, but you might have to swim a little bit faster than the people who came from Advanced Math 10. But the 10th grade course is designed to make this transition a little easier going into the IB. Okay, now in Unit 9, we will start calculus with a unit on limits and derivatives, and that'll close out the first year. When we get into the second year, you will continue to talk about calculus. And so you've already studied exponential and log functions and trig functions from last year. Now you will start with doing calculus of those functions, whereas this first calculus unit was really calculus of polynomial functions. Here we're going to do calculus of transcendental functions, exponentials, logs, and trigs. Then we'll do a unit on applications of different derivatives. Then we will get into a unit on integral calculus, and then another calculus unit on further integration. So you can see it's pretty calculus heavy in the first semester of your senior year, and then you'll shift gears and loop back into probability. That's like a grade 9 kind of topic, and then probability distributions, which will be new for most of us. And that is the course. That's the course, 15 units. The assessment on this course, we did this in the other slide, so I'll just do this very quickly. There are 2 papers both 1.5 hours. They both count for 40% of your mark. Paper 1 is no calculator. Paper 2 is calculator allowed. They both have a section A and a section B. Section A is the short response questions and section B are the long response questions. And then you will have an internal assessment to do. The goal is to pick a topic by end of grade 11. That way you can work on it over the summer if you want to. You don't have to, but it would be helpful. And then most of your work will be done in the fall semester of senior year, where you will write a draft, and then your final will be due January, February of senior year. Okay, so that's that course in a nutshell. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any teacher, math teacher at WIS.